Now we will see the numericals on the analysis of beam. Now firstly we will see the analysis of simple beam. Now the first numerical. The statement of that numerical is determine the support reaction for the beam loaded and supported as shown in the diagram. 50 kilonewton force is inclined at 30 degree to the horizontal. Now the given diagram is as here. Now here in this beam, one uniformly distributed load is there as well as the force of 50 kilonewton is there, and at point A roller support is there as well as at point B fixed support is there. Now the first step is here to draw the corrected free body diagram by removing all the supports. The next step is replace the supports by the reaction. That means over here we have to show the reactions. Then replace the uniformly distributed load into the point load. That means that 15 kilonewton per meter load that uniformly distributed over the length of 2 meter, we have to convert it into the point load. Now this is the free body diagram. At point A roller support is there, so the one reaction which is perpendicular to the beam, and at point B there is a fixed support, so two reactions Bx and By. Then I have resolved the force of 50 kilonewton over here along x-axis and y-axis. The two components are, the x component is 50 cos 30 and the y component is 50 sin 30. Now we have to convert this UDL, that is 15 kilonewton per meter, into one point load. So as this uniformly distributed load is having the rectangular structure, the point load will act exactly at the center of the 2 meter distance. So its distance will be 1 meter from point B, and over here 1 meter, and up to this again 1 meter, so total it is becoming as a 2 meter. And the magnitude of this point load is the loading, that is 15 kilonewton, and the length over which that load is distributed, that is 15 into 2, okay, and the force of 30 kilonewton as it is over here. The explanation detail is given over here. To find out the support reaction at A and B, we have to apply the conditions of equilibrium. Firstly, we will apply the condition of equilibrium as by taking a moment of about point B equal to 0, so that we can easily calculate the reaction at A. Now the moment equation I have given over here, moment about B. Now let us see once again the free body diagram. We have to take the moment about this point P. Now the force of 30 kilonewton is there. It is having a 1 meter distance from point B, perpendicular distance, and it will rotate in a clockwise sense, so it is minus 30 into 1. The next is the 30 kilonewton force. This 30 kilonewton force have the distance of 1 meter from point B, so 30 into 1, and it will rotate along anti-clockwise sense, so it is plus. Then the next is 50 sin 30. This force again it is having a distance of perpendicular distance 3 meter from point B, so 50 sin 30 into 3, and it is rotating in anti-clockwise sense, so plus. And the last point is reaction at A, RA, it is at a distance of 5 meter from point B. RA into 5, it will rotate in a clockwise sense, so it is minus. So the moment equation is over here. From this moment equation, the only one unknown quantity is reaction at A, that we have calculated as 15 kilonewton, which is acting in upward direction. The next is, we will apply the next condition of equilibrium, that is summation of forces along x equal to 0. So there are only two forces, Bx and the component of 50 kilonewton force, that is minus 50 cos 30 equal to 0. So we can calculate the Bx component as 43.3 kilonewton. The next is summation of forces along y equal to 0. There are total 5 forces along this reaction at A, By component, y component of 50 kilonewton force, 30 kilonewton force, and the 30 kilonewton force of UDL. So by this equation and by knowing the reaction at A, only the unknown is y component at B. So By will be equal to 70 kilonewton. So here we got all the answer, that is reaction at A and the components of reactions at point B. Now we will see another numerical. Determine the support reaction of the beam loaded and supported as shown in the diagram. Here at point A the fixed support is there, as well as at point B the roller support is there. The force of 20 kilonewton and the force of 10 kilonewton is there. At point C the moment is given, that is 34 kilonewton per meter. Now draw the free body diagram. At point A, two reactions. At point B, one reaction. Apply the equilibrium conditions. Now from the first equilibrium condition, if you will apply moment about A point, so the equation will be RB, reaction at B, into 4.4 and it is rotating in anti-clockwise sense. Next 20 kilonewton force, this force into 1 meter, it is rotating in clockwise, so minus. Then this is the magnitude of that moment that is acting at point C. That magnitude we have to take as it is, but we have to consider its direction, clockwise or anti-clockwise. Now here it is rotating in clockwise sense, so here it is minus 34 and the remaining is 10 kilonewton force into its perpendicular distance is 3.4 from point A and it is rotating in clockwise sense, so it is minus. Now from this equation we will get the magnitude of reaction at B over here, that is 20 kilonewton. Then apply the second, that is summation of forces about x equal to 0. So Ax, only one force it is there, so it is equal to 0. Then the next is F, summation of forces along y-axis equal to 0. Ay plus Rb minus 20 minus 10. So we will get the y component as 10 kilonewton. Now we will see the numericals, one numerical of compound beam. Determine the reactions at A, B and D point for a given beam as shown in the diagram. Now one beam is there, this beam we can say it as this point as C. Beam CD is resting over the beam AB. On beam CD uniformly distributed load is there, and on beam AB only one force of 3 kilonewton is acting at a distance of 1 meter from point A. Now firstly we have to draw the free body diagram separately for each beam. Now at point C, as the roller support is there, so its reaction will be acting in a upward direction on the above beam CD, and the same reaction will act as that beam CD is resting on the beam AB at point C, so the same reaction will act in a downward direction on beam AB. The magnitude of that reaction will remain same. Now here at point D, as the fixed support is there, two reaction. At point C, roller support, so one reaction, as well as in the beam AB the roller support at A, so one reaction, fixed support at B, so two reactions. Now about this UDL, so we have to divide this uniformly distributed load into two parts, that is one rectangle and one triangle. Now if we have divided this from here, one rectangle, this side of rectangle will be of 2 kilonewton per meter into this total length, that is here from this 3 meter plus 4 meter, it is 7. So for the rectangular load, the point load will be the distance of the beam total 7 into this 2 kilonewton per meter, it will gives you 40 kilonewton, and it will act exactly at a center, that means from D point it will act at a distance of 3.5 because the total length of beam CD is 7 meter. Now for the triangle, above triangle, this side, this basement, this triangle is up to this only, so it is 8 minus 2, so it is 6. So the magnitude of reaction is 1.2 into 6 into the total length of the beam is 7. So 1 by 2, 7 into 6, it will gives you 21 kilonewton magnitude, and the reaction will act from point D at a distance of L by 3, 7 by 3. so it is 2.33. Now for the beam AB, 3 kilonewton force, the point load due to the roller support at point C, RC, it will act in downward direction. Then at A, roller support, at B, fixed support. Now firstly we have to consider the beam CD. Consider the beam CD. The unknown quantities are reaction at C and reactions at the D point. So we have to apply the conditions of equilibrium to get these unknown quantities. So firstly we will apply the condition of moment about point D. Here will be the moment equation. In this equation only the reaction at C is unknown. Its magnitude we will get as 14 kilonewton from this calculation. Then apply the next condition, summation of forces along y-axis. From this we will get the magnitude of dy 21 kilonewton, and summation of forces along x, it will gives you dx component equal to 0. Now similarly we have to consider the next beam, that is the beam AB. Here in this beam now reaction at C is known to you, only the remaining is reactions at A as well as reactions at B. So we have to apply the similar equilibrium conditions. So firstly I'll apply the condition of moment about point B. So I'll get this moment equation. From this I have calculated the reaction at A, which is 10.8 kilonewton. Now apply the next condition, summation of forces along y equal to 0. So here you will get from this y component at point B, by 6.2, and summation of forces along x equal to 0. So only one force bx is acting, so it is equal to 0. Here it completes the part of analysis of beam.